Alright folks, today is going to be a real special Grand Arena match, something I've been looking forward to for a while. Because today is the day I get to talk about the Wampa, and specifically about why I'm so passionate about the Wampa. Today is the day we get to unlock the Apex Predator feat, which is basically getting to battle, win a Grand Arena battle with the Wampa, and you get this neat little portrait as well. And today is also the day that we celebrate another milestone. I just a couple of days ago reached 2,500 subscribers. So I wanted to thank all my subscribers and people who watch my videos for that. Now, a lot of you who joined my channel recently or who discovered me recently might be wondering, why is this guy so passionate about the Wampa? Why is he so crazy about that? There's actually a history behind that. And my channel, the fortunes of my channel are very closely connected to the Wampa. Let me take a few minutes to just talk about the reasons why the Wampa is so important to me. So my YouTube journey began about 2.5 to 3 years ago when I used to make small videos for my guildmates. That was around the time that Hot TB had just come out, and Wampa was released after a few months when the DSTB came out for Hot. And I was one of the first people in the world to get Wampa because I had not gone for Hermit Yoda shards. I had hoarded up my currency, and when Wampa came out, I loved his kit so much that within 4 days I had him unlocked. And I was one of the first people to start using the Wampa in the arena. I was really fascinated by his kit. And as a result of that, I started making a lot of Wampa videos, which, given the fact that I was one of the few people in the world who had Wampa, those videos started getting a lot of traction. Specifically, a couple of videos. I was one of the first guys to use Rex with Wampa as a lead. I posted on Reddit about that as well. And I also posted a Rex 1000 Wampa combo, which caught the meta for a little bit. It was sort of like an anti-meta team at a time when JTR, EP, Titans, all those teams were still around in the meta. The Rex 1000 Wampa team with a couple of tanks proved to be quite popular for a while, for a few months at least. And that was one video which got me a lot of traction in terms of YouTube subs. That, as well as there was a video that I posted of Wampa soloing P4 of the heroic tank raid. These days the heroic tank is not much of an issue. It can be autoed pretty easily, but back in those days, this was about 2 years ago, having a single character solo the full phase and Wampa hitting for 350k, that was something which was really neat to see. And to date, that remains my most watched video with about 50,000 views. So these couple of videos that I posted on the Rex 1000 Wampa combo, as well as the soling of the HAT, that actually got me a few hundred subscribers bump in YouTube. After that, my Rex 1000 Wampa team was featured in one of Cubs fan Han's videos on anti-meta teams. So that gave me a little bit of a bump as well. After that, what I decided to do was I decided to start a Wampa Discord, and that Discord was basically active for about a year. So I bet not many of you knew that there was even a Discord for the Wampa, but there were a few hundred Wampa enthusiasts. I think by the end of it, it reached about 1,000 members on the Discord server. There were a few of us who were really passionate about the Wampa, who were using the Wampa 1000 team actively in the arena. We would share tips and strategies, and there was also a place to discuss Wampa's place in the raids. So in the P2 of heroic Sith raid, for example, the beast mode team that we call, that was pretty popular back then. We used to get anywhere between 5 to 10 million running the beast mode team. So I have quite a few videos out on that as well. So that was the Discord, which was running quite successfully for about a year, until I decided to leave Discord about a year or two ago, and I transitioned all of the Wampa's discussions onto Clash's Scoundrel server. So that happened about a year and a half ago. So if you still want to talk about the Wampa on Discord, there is a place to do that. Go to Clash's Scoundrel server, and there's a sub channel on Wampa that you can discuss all stuff Wampa related. I still hang out there once in a while. Now, after that, I had a couple of appearances in Operation Metaverse to talk about the Wampa and a couple of other things, because that was around the time when GAC was starting. And I had just started recording videos, but with no voiceovers. And in fact, my appearance on Operation Metaverse was the very first time that I started providing voice. on my videos, and that was the first time I think that people heard me. And after the call with good old Maurice and T Money, they were talking to me about starting, commentary on GAC videos, because they'd seen one or two of my videos that I'd done without commentary on GAC, on Grand Arena at that time, and they were the ones who actually encouraged me to go all in on Grand Arena videos. So that's when I started doing voiceovers for Grand Arena. This was about a year and a half ago. So I have had about 18 months of Grand Arena videos, and it all started early in January of 2019 when I started doing voiceovers. And at that time, there were not many people doing Grand Arena videos at all. I think even the main streamers like Urza and Cubs Fan Han and Arnold weren't doing Grand Arena videos at that time. I was one of the first few to actually start it off. And it's been 18 months since I started those Grand Arena videos, and I actually went back and counted in my YouTube videos. I have about 150 of those Grand Arena videos recorded so far with voice. So that's a lot of videos to do. But it all started after that appearance on Operation Metaverse. So that's when my subscriber count really started taking off, because people really liked to see those Grand Arena videos, and they like to see things from a different perspective, from someone who's been actually doing these battles, and they like to see the commentary that I had to add. And over the next year, when regular Grand Arena was happening, my subscriber count grew from about 800, 900 to about 1,500, 1,600. And that's when Relics came out, and I was the first person in the world to go ahead and max out Wampa. And Wampa has always been, anytime that a new gear level comes out or a new relic tier comes out, Wampa has always been first on my list to go and max out. I think Wampa was definitely my first R7. And I'll be the first to admit, Wampa is not the best character to go ahead and relic out. I wouldn't even count the Wampa in the top 20 characters, to be honest. But he's such a fun character to play. I mean, when you take the Wampa in and he slaps a rebel for 150k with his basic, that's just so much fun. And that's one of the main reasons that I got drawn towards the Wampa, and I grew really passionate about including him in all of my videos. So around 1 year ago is when GAC began in its current form, which is Grand Arena Championships, with the revised matchmaking algorithm and all of that. And by that time, I had reached almost about 1,500 to 2,000 subs, and that's the beginning of the new GAC format. Gave me another big bump in subscribers, and again, Wampa became relevant again in GACs, especially in the 3v3 format, where Wampa's power got ramped up even more. And so over the last year, since GAC began, I think I've probably uploaded about 80 videos of GAC, but that gets us to the current stage where we have about, but I just reached about 2,500 subs a couple of days ago, and managed to reach the stage where we have the ability to unlock the Wampa portrait. So that's what we're going to be focusing on in this battle today. Let's go over to the Grand Arena match, and let's earn our Wampa flair. Alright, so let's jump right in. My opponent is SF Evan Lucian from the Guild Starforge Alderon. 250k lifetime banners, but look at this. The offensive wins 740, defensive record 258. So pretty decent defensive record. I would say above 30% is medium to heavier defense. But my opponent does not have any Galactic Legend, which is the reason I did not put any Galactic Legend on defense as well. My Ray is I save for offense, but I did keep a relatively tougher defense just to compensate for that fact. Down south, I have my Darth Revan team with Basti and Malak, which I still believe is the strongest defensive team, excluding Galactic Legends. I have my sisters. I have my Shakti with the Arc and Fives this time. I decided to save Rex for something else on offense. And then on top, have my Hux. I just recently geared up the Sith Trooper to G11 with the Zeta, so hopefully that team gets underestimated. There's Hux with relatively fast Hux with Stormtrooper and Sith Trooper, and then the Wets with Poe. No change there, and the Separatist squad with Newt and Magna and Droidica. and then Nest under Kira this time. Usually I keep Nest under Newt. And at the back I have, that's where my toughest teams are. I have Han Chui with the CLS, and then I have Poe, the Resistance Heroes, under Finn. And then I have the Grievous squad with B1, B2, and then I decided to keep a GK Barris team with the Echo this time. There's a little bit of clone synergy that GK lead has, so Echo will end up going under stealth. It'll be difficult to target, and at the same time you'll have to get through GK, who's going to end up healing quite a lot and having plenty of foresight. And at the same time, every time Barris heals, everyone will be called to assist. Plus GK gives retribution. So Echo, even though there are no other clones in there, he will be assisting a lot and countering a lot. So that's my defense, and I kept the Malevolence on defense as well. It's still 35 minutes left for the attack phase to start, so I'll give you an update once we see what my opponent has on defense. Alright, so looks like my opponent has gone. It's about an hour into the attack phase, and they have cleared my front zone, one shot, everything. It's about 50 to 51 banners per battle. Now they are just waiting, I think, for me to go before they attack my other zones. So let's go ahead and make a plan for my opponent's zones. They've kept a few G12 teams over here. I think the biggest one is the General Grievous squad. Others don't seem to be much of a problem, but let's see what's at the back before we decide what we want to take there. So obviously the Shakti team is going to be the most problematic given Rex's Annihilate. So I'm going to first try to take out the crew team with my JTR. So control them, take them out. That's going to be the goal over here. Let's remove that. Let's hide everyone. All right, and let's finish off first order executioner so that we can work on Kylo Ren. Yes, stun has landed. Let's do this since she's hidden. He's not going to do retribution. Do we want to do? Let's apply some burning over here. Excellent. So we have an expose on Kylo. Now let's work down on OG Kylo. Okay, let's keep going after him. Some more burning. Let's push back some turn meter over here. Let's see. Yeah, maybe push back on Kylo Ren Unmasked. And then keep working down on this guy. Okay, this should take care of him. Not yet. Let's keep everyone hidden. Alright, almost there, and this should do it. And I think we should end with full 54 banners, if I'm not mistaken. There we go. Alright, yep, everyone is more or less topped up. And it's an R7 crew, which means it's going to take a little time to get down, and I believe he's been modded for defense, so that's interesting to see. But it just gives us more time to reach our second eliminated destiny as well, which is interesting to see. Alright, there we go. And this should, now we should take care of him. Done. Okay, 54 banners there, clean enough battle. Now against the Kira Nest team, I'm going to try my Mando team, Aura Mando, which is going to be a bit of a risk because Nest is going to be hitting hard, even though it's a G12 Nest. But apart from Nest, I don't think there's much damage on this team. So let's try it out. I think my team should outspeed them. So I should be able to get the contract off relatively fast. So let's do that. I'm gonna go after Kira. Okay, and I'm gonna try to see if I can't land a stun on Vandor. Excellent. Let's keep working down on Kira. Got Kira down. 80%, so we have 90% on the contract. Excellent. This should get our contract. Now, ooh, we managed to get stunned. One person we didn't want stunned. Anyway, we've got the... Man, this guy, Nest seems to be going only after Mando. But no worries, we've got our contract up and Mando has taken care of Nest. Unfortunately, we won't be able to recover full health and protection. On death, bounty hunters do get 25% protection by aura lead. So we managed to get most of it back, but not everything. 53 banners there. But we managed to save a good team. I didn't want to waste my Treya or anything else with which I could save for the back. So I think it was a good trade-off. Now against this Shakti team, there's no fives in there, but we do have Rex, so we have to be careful about the Rex aerial advantage and Annihilate. And they're a reasonably fast team, especially with Rex in there. He's going to give them tenacity up and move really fast. So I think I'm going to take in my Kylo Ren with First Order Executioner and Wat Tambor. They don't really have an AoE, so First Order Executioner should be safe. But they might focus down on Kylo Ren. I think as long as Kylo Ren is decently topped up and gets a decent amount of turns, should be fine. Especially with Wat giving him the tank tech. And he should be safe from Annihilate as well. So let's take in and see whether this happens. Okay, first tank tech to Kylo. They're going to go and start attacking him. Okay. Now I'm going to give the weapons tech to this guy. And I need to stun someone. Who do I stun? So Shakti is probably going to cleanse, so I'll probably just stun her. And start working down on... Let me actually start working down on Shakti. Since I have her stunned. Let's do this. Okay, this should get rid of her. Now no more healing. But I do need to be careful over here. Because these guys do have tons of damage. There we go. So that was the aerial advantage. But we managed to survive that because of crew. Let's stun this guy since we plan to take out Rex first. Good thing there's no fives. So we don't have to bother about going through fives. Yep, I think we're in a good state. We've managed to get full health, full protection. And let's stun him. Yeah, this should give everyone full health and full protection. We are at 54 banners, and we managed to save another meta team because CLS is actually the preferred counter against that, or GAS, or some survivable team like that. But even with those teams, there's always the risk of losing one character if you're not able to control Rex's Annihilate. Okay, let's see what's at the back. Excellent. So we have Geos, we have a Resistance, and we have a EP squad, which is going to be interesting. Okay, let's make a plan. All right, so let's take out some of these tougher teams first, and then we can focus on the bottom zone. I think for the Grievous squad, I'll just take in my Jedi squad. It's tried and tested. Plus the B2 over here isn't as tanky, so I think I should be able to get him down relatively faster. Let's reduce the turn meter some more and finish him. Excellent. So we finished him before before Grievous got a chance to go, so we got a free turn there. Let's keep working down on this guy. And wait until we get the mark to come around. Okay, a little more. Let's see if we can't get the turn meter down on him a little bit. Okay, managed to do that. Let's keep going against him, and there we go. There's the mark. It is an R7 Grievous, but without a tanky B2, the team is not as threatening. Let's keep going after him. Reduce stacks, spread the buffs, and continue with attacks. It'll take a little while to get down, but with turn meter reduction, should be possible. Let's keep going after him. And there we go. Let's just finish him off. Gonna end with probably, yeah, I think full health on everyone with a little bit of protection missing on Revan. Okay, one shot that team. Now, what else do we want to do? I think against this Night Sister team, I'm going to take in my Jango Fett with Boba, and there's a feat with Vader where you have to farm a few characters. So I'm thinking of completing that against Zombie this time. Jango lead important. Well, Jango itself is important just for getting rid of Asajj. So I'm going to try to do that. Oh, damn. Well, I got rid of Acolyte, and she's not going to come back. Alright, so there goes that feat. I was hoping to work on Acolyte, but I don't think I'll be able to do that now. So let's keep doing this. Let's see if we can't take down Asajj a few times. Let's keep working on Zombie. Okay, that's one death with Vader. Let's do that. This is a little more dangerous because Asajj is getting ramped up. There goes Vader. Okay, let me just finish this off. Yeah, I should have ideally had Asajj killed first, and then Acolyte around for Vader to farm, but Jango's rocket killed off Acolyte right at the beginning. Alright, not a big deal. We've still got a few more days to farm that. We'll probably take in that team against another weak Night Sister team later on. What else do we want to do? Let's see. Okay, let's take in our Treya against the bugs. Now the bugs team, luckily we have relics on Sunfac and Brute, but no relics on Spy, which means my Treya should be able to get the job done. As an insurance, I'm taking in Thrawn as well. I don't think I'll need him elsewhere. So I'm just going to take this team in and pass the turn meter over to Treya so she isolates. And then let's just fracture this guy. Get rid of the stealth on Spy. and start targeting him. Okay, and land a stun on him. Excellent. Keep working on him. He's the weakest. Okay, let's pass this back to Scion so that he can get his held by hatred and do the dispel. That is important. And then let's keep working on Spy. And fracture this guy again. Let me see if I can just finish him off. Almost. Stunned him. Okay, I think this one should finish off everyone. Yep, there we go. I'm not too worried about banners because I think as long as I one-shot everything, I should be okay. I have a little bit of a banner lead with my opponent. What are the other teams that I need to take out? I can probably overkill with these. I can use Gas here, Padme here, and I can use Geos over here against this squad. Let's do that first. And my Spy is relicked up, so he's going to be hitting really hard. I've got Soldier in there as well. So let's go after Vader and get rid of him with Spy. And let's see if he can't get rid of Mission as well. There we go, mission is done. So it'll be great if we can prevent this guy from taking any turns since he does have an AoE. But I don't know if that'll be possible. So we'll save our heal for when he does his AoE. There he goes. Let's not kill him right away. Yeah, that's the heal I was waiting for. Okay, 54. So that was easy enough. What else do we need to take out? Let's clear off the top zone first. Get through the ships, and then we can focus on the bottom. Now, against the new team, I'll probably just take in my gas squad with Ahsoka. I think she's the only other 501st that I have. Everyone else is on defense. So let's just take this in. Prevent revives because both these characters have revives and Watt has a revive of his own. So let's just go after this guy. Okay. Django's damage immunity should come off now. So let's finish him off now. There he goes. Okay. Alright, 53 banners there. Simple enough. And now we just have Padme to take against this team. Then we expose what's at the back. And I'm going to take in these guys. Should be more than enough. These guys don't have a dispel, although Boba does have execute, which does dispel. But he's going to do his AoE first, so I'm just going to do that and just try to focus down on boss. The boss has got buff immunity, so this dispel will mean that it will not come back. Let me get this guy down once. And some more confuse over here. That's the execute I was talking about, but not much of an issue. Alright, let's keep working on him, and this should take care of him. Not yet. Okay, let's get some protection up, and let's just assist and finish him off. Okay, this was done easily enough. Let's finish the ships, then come down south. Malevolence, okay, and I believe I have my own General Kenobi, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. So it's a 5-star Malevolence, so nothing much to worry about. Let's just take care of this. Okay, this is the squad I usually like to take against Malevolence. I don't think I'll need anything more than this. Let's just go in with this. And my order of operations is always target Hyena Bomber, get him down first. Get some breach on the board, apply buff immunity on Sunfac, which did not land. Unfortunate, so we'll just have to work through that. Alright, there we go. Now we just need to call in Plo to clear all those buzz droids and give everyone turn meter and keep working down on this guy. Alright, now let's give offense up to Anakin. Breach over there. Let's cleanse all of that. Let's try for another buff immunity. There we go. Finally it landed. And now I'm going to get an Anakin Ahsoka to clear that and hopefully get rid of him. Alright, big AoE and a little bit damage on Sunfac as well. Okay, now let's get down Sunfac and then we should be fine. And now this guy, and I think this is the end of it. Okay, 61. Alright, so now we just have these two teams left and we still have our Ray, which is what I was saving for this one because it seems to be the toughest team. So let's get rid of that with our Ray. I think Ray can very well solo it. She won't be affected by fear, by stun, and by Malik's force drain. These guys will take plenty of turns, but I think Ray should be able to take care of them. So there goes Malik. Let's see if I can't just start working on them one by one. They will get plenty of turns, but all these debuffs really don't do anything to her. And she anyway dispels all the debuffs with her basic because she keeps getting inspired, and every time you're inspired you dispel all debuffs. So clean 56, really no issue. And now we come to the moment that everyone has been waiting for, me getting my Wampa feat. So I was saving this team for the end just so that I can go and use my Wampa against it. So that is available right now. So let's jump right in. And for this one, this is probably one of the it's a good team, Finn lead, but usually the tougher version of this is if you keep resistance heroes with them, or sometimes even the wets. If they're relicked up, they do tons of damage as well, because Finn's lead gives 60% extra offense and defense for the team. Here the only damage dealer is well, Finn obviously will hit hard, and RT is going to be hitting pretty hard as well, but they have limited healing. I think Finn is the only guy who heals. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take in this team, Rex, Wampa and Talzin. Now this, I wouldn't recommend you to use this team since it breaks up plenty of synergy. Rex goes better with 501st, Talzin goes better with Sisters, and Wampa is better used with people who call assists like Pasty or Hermit Yoda or Shakti or people like that. But I'm just doing it for sentimentality reasons. This is a team which got me a lot of visibility. Got visibility to my channel and to enabled me to do really well. So I'm going to go in with this team, and let's see how this does. Okay, let's get tenacity up so that none of the exposers land, and then let's just start spreading plague around. Get some days so that resistance trooper doesn't get any turn meter. So he did dispel, he did cleanse, but these guys didn't get cleansed because they had plague on them. So that's another advantage of this team, where you know, the plague prevents any cleansing. Now we need to just work down on these guys. I think I'm just going to try to get rid of Poe. Basic should do it. Not yet. I think he should die by plague in the next turn. Yes. Okay. Now let's get rid of this guy. Yeah, without other clones in there, Rex's Annihilate doesn't hit as hard. Alright. Let's land some more plague. And this should, let's just do an AoE. And there we go. Simple enough battle. And this is what is going to end up getting us our Wampa flair. We made it to Kyber also. That was a symbolic battle to do it on with my Wampa. Alright, let's see how much we ended up at. 2463. Yeah, I think that's a good score. I don't think my opponent will be able to do that on this team, on this defense. This is a banner stripping defense over here, especially the Finn and the CLS team. And yeah, hopefully they run out of teams and are not able to do a good job, but I'll give you guys an update on that slightly later. We've got a few feats to claim. That's a Kyber, that's a Perfectionist feat, and then there is the Tundra Predation. There we have it. Alright, let's go right ahead and change our profile to, let's see, where is the Wampa? There it is. Alright, there we go. So that is our new profile picture. Looks good. Anyway, I will give you guys an update in a little while about what how my opponent goes. So hang around for a bit. Alright, so here's the final result. My opponent couldn't clear me. At the top, did one-shot all the teams. The new team did give a problem. That's always a problematic team, whether there's Nest or someone else in there. One-shot my Malevolence as well, no problem there. And in the front, they did one-shot everything. And at the back, took care of my Grievous and the Kenobi squad, but failed attempts against both Luke and the Finn squad. Both these teams are what I call full stop teams. So it's, if you're not able to clear them in, if you don't have the right teams at the back when you face these teams, then these are not going to be cleared. So final score 2463 versus 2089. Glad I stopped the clear, even not keeping the Ray on defense. But the next couple of battles, I'm probably going to be facing a couple of other guys in my group who have either Kylo Ren or Ray. So looking forward to that battle. Yeah, probably face Win or McFly, who've got Rays, or Mick Mitsu and Stera Droid, who've got Kylos. So it's going to be interesting. All right, so catch you guys in a couple of days when we get to the next round. Until then, take care and stay safe.